Minister, I find it very interesting to talk on this today for a rural independent group. Any bill that can provide for the introduction of for trial hearings to reduce interruption and delays to criminal trials must be welcomed. I am sure that we all have served on at some time on juries, and we have to realise the amount of time that can actually be wasted waiting for the legalities, twiddling their thumbs while waiting, and especially it's been mentioned by other TDs there that there was people be self-employed waiting for a week or 2 weeks waiting. So I welcome anything like this which will actually bring forward this works. All of the victims can be spared stressful and painful delays of waiting for court proceedings. Also, accommodations can be made for their victims in advance of the trial. And if this leads to an improved operation of criminal trials and benefit systems for victims, witnesses, juries and Gardaí members, then it has to be appreciated. I welcome an efficient administration of justice. However, I am concerned that currently in Limerick there are almost 1,000 bench warrants outstanding for Limerick. And this is only the tip of the iceberg. If you multiply this by the 26 counties, there are a lot more warrants out there and outstanding. I've asked you a parliamentary question to the Deputy McEntee and to highlight the bench warrants throughout the whole country. Previous speakers have spoken about the Gardaí, and we have seen different cases at the moment where there's investigation into the Garda Síochána in different areas. But one thing I want to ask, is there some of the investigations that will be into Gardaí, is it the cause of the system and in the training that they have received throughout the years? If you look at a guard my age, which I'm 50, would have got training, would have got training from a different era, and there was, at that time, Minister, you would have actually heard of people saying, did you ever hear of a square? Did you ever hear of an L7? And many times when Gardaí were doing their works, they had to go on their own initiatives, on the training that they were given at the time. Yes, the legal system is changing, and is changing for the better as things go forward. But what we have to acknowledge here as well is part of the training of Gardaí, going back for many, many years, have been done different ways. And it was done in different times. And we have to be cognizant of this going forward, because we all want a fair and transparent Garda service. We want a fair and transparent court service. We want to make sure that criminals are brought to justice quickly and on time, and that people that are suffering from after the hands of criminals are dealt with efficiently. But we also have to look at the mistakes that were made in previous times in the training of Gardaí, going back geographically over the years. So, Minister, I would ask you to look back and talk to the chief Gardaí, which would go back to people that are of ages from 70 to 60 to 50, and look at the different trainings and regimes going forward, so that we are improving. It's getting better, but it's a work in progress. Now, I welcome this bill, and I welcome what it will do. It's another step forward for the country dealing with criminals in this country. And it will send a clear message to people that are involved in criminal activity that we will be able to deal with you quickly, we will be able to deal with you efficiently, but we need the resources put in place to make sure that this can happen. So what I am asking here is that we look at for in term of investigations that are there at the moment. We have to look at the errors at the time of when these were being implemented. And we have seen across the board, and we know that there's live investigations going on at the moment within the Garda Síochána. But we have to look realistically and say, was that the training that they had got at the time? Was that the way at that time these things were being dealt with? Yes, it has to change. Yes, it is changing, and I welcome it. But again, when these are going forward, I would ask people to look at the error at the time that this was going forward. And Minister, I 100% support this bill, and I look forward to this coming in front of the to vote on it, because I will be voting in favour of it. And thank you very much. Thanks.